Hey, what's going on? If you're looking for a restaurant-specific marketing software that you can use for your agency that really gets an ROI, I would like to introduce you to Krowd. Krowd was developed by Gary Kraeger, who lives in Florida, and you're gonna meet him in just a second. And he came to me about a year ago and said, hey, I've been developing this restaurant-specific software, and he asked if I would be interested in teaming up on it. And when he showed it to me, I was blown away. And so the students in our Get Restaurant Clients coaching program are using this to get real results for their clients where they can show the ROI. Now, it's not built on top of Go High Level or something else. I love Go High Level. I use it for my agency. But what it's really good at is booking appointments, like for dentists or whatnot. What this software, it's built with restaurants in mind. It makes it so easy that you could have a restaurant set up in less than an hour. All you need is Krowd and ManyChat, and that's it. Everything else is built in and set up for you. So without further ado, here's a quick discussion I had with Gary. Gary's gonna give us a walkthrough of the Krowd software. So I'll turn it over to you, Gary.
So I'm going to get started, guys. So I'm going to show you the Eat side of this first, because we have basically two sides. You have your Eat side of the software, but then you also have your restaurant side. So I'll show you some statistics on the restaurant side. I know some people had some questions about birthday. Yes, on the restaurant side, we do birthday. So first thing you guys are going to want to do after you do your interview is the competition. Where you're going to give the restaurant's going to give away a prize, and then they're also going to do some sort of offer to get people to come in. So I'm going to show you how easy that is to set up, and then I'll walk you through how a customer would actually opt into the offer and receive the offer, and how we do the redemptions. And then we'll get into some of the reporting. So I already have one here that's already set up, but it makes me go a little faster, so you don't have to sit here and watch me type everything in. So we'll go over this one here. So this is basically when you have a page for your Eats page, we give you 4 offers. We started out with 1, then we expanded to 2, and then some of our people in the program needed more, so now we have 4. So if we go back real quick, you'll see these are my 4 that I can do. And the reason we did 4 is usually you have a week where you run this, then you have a week, 2 weeks where you redeem, and then your 4th week we just wait just to make sure that all the reporting is in, so that you can go back and show the prospective restaurant the results that you received. So when we edit this, we basically are just going to ask you what you're offering. So mine is pretty simple. It's to buy a burger and get a burger for free. You'll notice we have the emojis all throughout here. So if you want to use emojis within your offer, you can do so. But you just fill this information in. So it's our offer. That's just telling us a little bit more about the offer in the second one. And then your terms and conditions, those are important. So you put those in. Just remind your owners and things like that. The better offer that they give up front, the more people are going to want to get out of their seats, turn on their car, and drive to your restaurant. If you're going to give away a free glass of wine, you're probably not going to get me to come. You give me a free burger, I'm probably coming. So just keep that in mind when you're working with a restaurant. So then we select the image. And if you want to do a different image, you just click on this and you can upload your image. And then we have the redeem type. How do we redeem? And we have some different options. I'm going to stick with ManyChat today. We won't get too far into the weeds with some of the other stuff. We have different ways you can do expirations dates. You could do no expiration date. You can do an expiration date after they request the offer, or you can just do a standard expiration date. I want this to expire on October 31st. Okay. So once you have all that, we save that data, and then you tell us a little bit about who you're working with. So the restaurant's name, the map location, and what we do is we just go search the address, and then we go into Google Maps, and we get into more of this in the training, and we show you how to get the actual map URL. Then we get the restaurant menu as well as the image for the restaurant. So this is something new that we've added in based on our current users' feedback. So what we're finding is some of our users will do like a dark post for their ad, but they also want to be able to put it on their Facebook page, and it might be a little bit different. So they fill this in, and we post this automatically to their Facebook page. They can either schedule it for right now, or they can schedule it for later. And then these other things are just some options, which I'm not going to get too far in. And then the last thing they do is link it to Facebook. So I'll click on that real quick. You'll see it takes a second to load. We're basically pulling back all the information from Facebook. So these are your posts on Facebook, and then you would link that. And the reason we do that is so that we can get the statistics when we're running these competitions. I think you probably saw when Court was showing you, we'll show you the reach, the engagement, all that stuff in one report. So that's how that works. So once that's all set up and you're active and going, what will happen is you'll have your ad on Facebook, and then people will start commenting, or if you're using the refer URL, they will go directly to the link. And basically what will happen is Messenger will pop up and they'll get this message right here. So I'm going to take you through this whole process of how to opt in and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and click this win button. I could also type win, and you'll see pop up here in a second. So the first thing we ask is your email address. So they just either click that right there, or they can type it in. And then we're going to ask if that's correct, and I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to skip a few questions just to kind of keep this flowing. Normally, I would probably put my cell phone in, but for now, I'm just going to say no, thank you.
Yes, this builds out the bot. You don't have to go into ManyChat at all. It's pushing everything from Krowd. You can see right here, he didn't go into ManyChat at all. This went from Krowd right to ManyChat.
Yeah, you basically set up the first time, and then you don't have to do anything else, which I'm not going to show you guys that today. It's a little more involved. So this notify, just so you know what that is, if I was to click this notify me, that would mean that we can send one message to this particular customer. Facebook has a rule: we can only reply for 24 hours. Once that 24 hours ends, we can no longer reply to these messages. So if they click this notify me, we get one more chance to notify them outside that 24-hour window. So we have a process that will send them a message. I think it's in a week or 5 days or something like that, saying, hey, don't forget about your offer. If you want to redeem it, the offer is good until so-and-so. So that's what happens there with that notify me button. But so let's say we're going to the restaurant, and so we get there and we want to hit redeem.
Well, and real quick, you can show up above those buttons where it said location and menu. Do you remember when Gary put in the links for the location and menu? If you click on that, it's going to send it to the restaurant that you're running the giveaway for. So if it was Quartz Cafe, that link will take you to Quartz Cafe's menu or Quartz Cafe's location. And this is what we do for restaurants. I mean, we run this entire system for restaurants, but we're doing this on our Eats page so they can see how this works. Okay. So go ahead, Gary.
And yeah, thanks, Court. Anything I missed, please put in and say. And another thing that you can do once you start building your Eats page and start getting people in is your next offer. You can send the email out to everybody who opted in to your first offer and say, hey, we got a new offer. And then you'll get people to opt in without even having to spend a dime. And Amanda's started doing that, and she has really great success with that. All right, so I'm going to redeem this offer. So I'm going to say yes. And then we basically say staff member should verify this transaction. Not everybody does that, but basically what you do is you put the amount you spent and hit enter. And so now we have a report that we can go back and show the owner that what kind of money they're making. So I'm going to jump back over here now. And I'm going to go to the dashboard. So this is our dashboard. So now I'm going to get into a little bit of the reporting, and then I'm going to show you. You'll notice I'm at a development account, so I don't have a lot of reporting. Just what I just did there is basically here. But I'm going to show you some more in-depth reporting, and it'll be on the restaurant side. So just hang tight for that. So you can see at the top, we've got one visitor today, one offer used, which was just me, and I spent $25.25. And then we don't have any reaches, impressions, or anything like that right now. What we do is we go out every single night and we grab that information and we bring that back in. I'll show you some of that in a minute here. And then this is just some more information about the opt-ins and things like that. So this probably isn't as important on your Eats page, this stuff here, as it is on the restaurant page. I mean, yes, you're going to want to show them how the offer did and things like that, but it's more involved on the restaurant side of things. So I'm just going to continue on showing you the different reporting we have. So this is our total track sales, the redemptions, the average check, and then I only have myself in here right now, so I have 100% redemption rate. We show you any birthdays we got, any emails we collected, and phone numbers as well. Remember, I skipped my phone number, so they don't have that on me. Another thing you can do up here is you can add an annual impact. Sorry about that. Couldn't spit that out. And then ad costs. And then we will show you ROI and stuff right in this spot here. But if you don't put that stuff in, then we don't show that. So that's basically how that works. And then you have your monthly performance, and then as well as your subscriber performance. And you'll see this a little bit better once we get into the restaurant information. Okay, then we have you basically. So this is on the Eats page. So this isn't filled in right here. So I'm gonna skip that for now. These are your sales statistics, your sales by date, sale on a calendar, and I'll show you this on the restaurant too, so you can get a little bit more information.
Gary, you
Right,
got about 2 minutes here.
Okay, then I'm going to flip over to the restaurant side so you guys can see that. So here's the restaurant side of things. So you'll see this is and I've got to go quick, so bear with me, guys.
You're good.
So this is the details of what this is an actual restaurant.
This is a live restaurant.
Right? This is real stuff right here. So this is relatively new still, so you can see how it's starting to build up. And let me go into the details. So this is the offers that we have. So we have out of the box, we have an opt-in offer, birthday and anniversary, and then you have offer 1, 2, and 3. Offer 1, 2, and 3 are not opt-in offers. They follow up the other offers that are anniversary, birthday, and opt-in. So we break that down. And then an average ticket as well. So these are some pretty high average tickets and things like that. So then you have your sales, and we just display this over time. Your sales by date. So this is who opted in and who's used it. And then we also do that as a calendar so you can see. So you can see this place I don't think is open on Sunday or Monday, so they wouldn't have anything there. But you can see this starting to fill in more and more as she continues to move along with this client. And so what we see is after 3 months, this starts to grow and grow and grow. And this is just your redemptions, your average check, and your days. Then you get your database offers. This is all the information we collect, and some of this information we collect as we go. So some of this will be filled in as we continue on. And I'm running out of time, so and then we do the likes and things like that. So so that's our system. We do a lot more than this. We've only really touched real quick. I mean, we do some POS integrations, we do loyalty, we do reputation management, Google My Business, referrals, Wi-Fi, partner up contests, email marketing, natural language chat, which is something I'm really excited about, but we'll talk about that another time. We do have some social media stuff and wallet passes we're going to be adding here shortly. So now I'll shut up and let Court take back over.
It's got a lot. It's fantastic. There's a couple of questions. I want to hit on these questions, and then we just have to move on. I am sorry, Gary. EJ says, do the customers have access to the back office? Do they need to have access to the customer to their Facebook ads manager?
That's completely up to you.
Yeah. So I have not found clients want access to it. They get a report, and Gary didn't hit on this, but you can automate it to send them a report daily, weekly, monthly, where they get a report where they see all those numbers broken down for them. So they can even get in there and get access.
Yeah, and you can even send it anytime you want. Like if somebody's just like, I need to bring my report. So there's a tab within the report, and you go click on that, and you can send it to them right there, right then and there.
Yep. Rebecca says, are you selling birthdays and VIP and coupons? So it's offers like buy one, get one, free appetizer. We also do birthday. We also do anniversaries. So Daniel, should the check amount report include tax? I always say pre-tax, like how much money are you bringing in? But that's totally up to the restaurant. I'm sorry, I'm having to fly through this. Rebecca says you only do this on your own page. So the giveaway is on your own page. But then like you just saw what Amanda's doing, this is what we do for our clients. So then they get a taste of it and they can see, and then now you've got a plug and play system that you can use for your clients. Thanks so much, Gary. If you guys have questions specifically for Gary, feel free. I think, Gary, you're okay if people reach out to you and ask questions and you want to do another demo.
So if you're interested in learning more about Krowd and how it can help your agency, let's get on a quick strategy call, and I'm going to drop a link below where we can just talk about what you're doing with your agency. We have some options where you can get the software and get started today using it. So again, I'll drop a link below. Book a strategy call. Love to learn more about what you're doing. We can talk about the software. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, and we can go from there. So that link is below. Go ahead and sign up for that. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.